Will you help me to welcome to Babbie's house, Josh Paul? So happy to have you on the show, my friend.
Thanks, Babbie. Thank you so much
I'm so blessed to meet you. You know, my heart just gets excited when I see young people. I mean, you're just 32 years of age, but this is such a big vision, and it takes such a huge heart, you know, to do what Christ has called us to do, as Isaiah 61 tells us. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and He's called me to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to bind up those who are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord, and that's exactly what Anchorage Ministries is all about.
Yes, ma'am.
So talk to me about how you walk that out on a daily basis.
It's amazing. It's totally God. It's exciting to be part of. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but we started out actually in just a storage unit. We had like a 10 by 10 storage unit, and we just said, you know, we want to go out and bless the community. And so we went to a park one day, and we set up, and we had some worship, and we preached, and a couple hundred people showed up. And I thought, you know, okay, there's something here, you know, and so we've been doing it in town after town after town through the Appalachian Mountains, and we're seeing souls saved. It's amazing. I tell you.
We're going to see a little roll-in here. I want you to, and we'll talk about a little bit more of that on the backside, but take a few seconds to just set this up for us. What will we see here?
Sure. Well, this is a clip from our new TV show that we just started this year, and this is where we kind of go to people's houses up in the mountains. You know, we take extra presents to their kids and stuff, and just kind of highlight the conditions of the people that are living there. It's just terrible. So that's kind of what you'll see in this.
Well, let's take a look at that, and we'll talk more about it when we come back.
Sure.
That is phenomenal. You know, just to hear children laugh and to bring so much joy to people's hearts says it all, my friend. You're doing a phenomenal work there. So what is that like? I mean, you drive up, kind of walk me through that. Do you know these people when you meet them?
Some of them we know, some of them we don't know. It's a totally different world back in the mountains, and so you know sometimes we set it up to take them extra things because we have a sponsorship program where we take some of the kids' stuff, you know, once a month. But you know, sometimes you just show up at people's houses and there's such a need there. They'll just kind of welcome you in, you know, and anything that you have to give them, groceries. We usually have heaters, anything like that. They're just so thankful to get. It's you know. Unless you've seen it for yourself, it's like a third world country up there, and it's sort of hard to believe. You know, it's terrible.
Wow. Well, I thank the Lord that He has placed this ministry up on your heart. You have a team that helps you carry all this out.
Yes, absolutely. We couldn't do it without a team.
That's awesome. How does this make you feel? How do you process all of this when you surprise somebody with gifts, or you make a child laugh with just such elation? You hear that beautiful sound of laughter, and you know, or you sing a song, and you know that you have been the hands or the feet or the love of Jesus, and you walk away from that and you process all of that. How does that make you feel?
I was just sitting over there thinking about that. It's a lot, you know. God has really blessed us. He's really put a lot in our lap to really manage and to do a lot with, and it's incredible. Just knowing that. Because we've been through so many divine appointments where God has just set, like, you know, we get 18-wheelers full of stuff that come into our warehouse every month, and just how God set all this up, it's crazy, you know, that He would pick somebody like me, because, I mean, I was just a mess like anybody else, you know, and so it's exciting.
So when you say you were a mess, what does that mean?
Oh, well, this missionary stuff kind of got started back in 2009. I was living in Houston, and I was from North Carolina, of course. And, you know, one day I just threw up my hands. I was like, God, I've had enough of this. I can't. I was on anxiety and depression medicine. I was, you know, just living all kinds of ways, you know, how it is out there. And it's rough. People say it's hard being a Christian, but it's hard being out in the world. It's a rough world out there. And so, you know, I threw up my hands. I said, Lord, I'll do what you want me to do. And so I did, and long story short, you know, I met these people in a snowstorm and divine appointment, and you know, here we are today. So
here you are today. So when people see this, when they see the film, they see the roll-in that we just played, and they see how children are blessed, and they hear your music, and they hear how your songs bless people's hearts, what do you want them to get what message do you want to send to the everyday person that's watching Babbie's House today? What message do you want to send them?
Absolutely. Every song I write, I just want people to be able to take the music with them in their daily lives, in their cars, kind of jam on the way to work, and just have God not just on Sunday, but always with us, and just to have that reminder that He is always with us, that His Word does say, all things are working together for our good. And so whether the wind is blowing or it's raining outside or somebody walked out on you, God is using every bit of it for our good.
And what do you say to that person that says, well, Josh Paul, he's a missionary, or Babbie Mason, she takes her ministry on the road, that's for them, but God hasn't called me to be a missionary. I couldn't be a missionary. Who, me? What do you say to them?
I say, you know what? When you say, God, use me, He will take you on the adventure of a lifetime. He'll take you places you never thought you'd get to see. He'll put you in high places with people you never belonged with, or that you couldn't ever, I like to say 30 seconds in the presence of Jesus it could do more for you.
Change a lifetime.
Yeah, and a whole of your trying. I could never try to make this stuff happen. He can do. If He can do it for me, I can certainly tell you He can do it for anybody, because without Him, I'm a nothing and a nobody.
Well, how do we contact you, Josh Paul?
Well, with 2 websites, joshpaul.org. That's the music. You can also find about missions at Anchor Now, anchornow.org. And people can. They can come on a mission trip with us. They can sponsor a child. They can, get involved. Come work at our warehouse and just bag up groceries. It's great.
That's beautiful. Thanks for being on the show.
Yes.
We're looking forward to hearing you sing.
Thank you.
Listen, so stick around, because after this break, Josh Paul is going to sing for us. Babbie's House will be right back after these messages.